Alright, how's it going everyone? Today we are doing something different for the end of the year, New Year's, and it is the top 5 mods of the year for Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005. And so this year, ever since about June, I made 29 videos of Battlefront 2 2005 mods. So I decided to rank the top 5 of my favorite that I did a video on this year. So this isn't really about top 5 mods that released in 2021, because that would be a pretty short list, because I only played like 2 mods that actually released in 2021. The others are pretty old. But yeah. And so then, these are just the best of the best. I'll have different reasons why I like them, but they are all awesome. I will link them in the description, but with no title and like moved around differently, so like you guys I don't wanna spoil the rankings. And so at number 5 spot I have Telos Citadel Station. So this is a complete port from KOTOR, and it's very cool. It has its KOTOR era with KOTOR test map sides, which is awesome. Those units are so high quality, and they have custom sounds, blaster sounds, and some really cool abilities. And so this map, it put in so much effort by Team and all the other converters that convert KOTOR assets into Battlefront 2 assets. It is crazy, and it's amazing. And another thing I really like about it is that it really gives like that immersion that you see in KOTOR, because it has its own music, and all the models are accurate, and it just adds its whole theme to the game, and it's just super cool. Anyway, taking for number 5 spot is Telos Citadel Station. And for the number 4 spot we have Chalacta Valley. So this is the most chaotic and crazy map on the list. It has the most units, I think. And it's just super crazy and amazing. It's kind of like a dark map with a bunch of dead clones and blood splattered everywhere. But it adds a whole new theme, just like the last map. It has its own uniqueness to it, because it's a dark map, which I usually hate in games like this. But I really like this map, and it's super cool. So like you can see all the dead clones, down ATTEs, down vulture droids, and just a bunch of like little ponds of water and blood. And then it adds characters from like the EU and more unique characters like Ayla Secura, who was in the game, but more importantly Sora Bulk is awesome. He is super cool. Another thing is that all the clone troopers have their custom 91st Recon Division, and it just adds so much immersion, because it has its own story about like Phase 1 clone troopers being killed, and then like a year and a half after, the 91st Phase 2 clone troopers have to do the same battle that they lost horribly last time, and then they end up winning. It's so cool, and I just love it for that reason. So for number 4, it's Chalacta Valley. Alright, so taking the number 3 spot for the top 5 mods of the year, I have Alter 5 New Republic Base. This is another conversion by Team but for Mysteries of the Sith, which is the kind of add-on to Jedi Knight 2, or Dark Forces 2, if they're both the same game, so it doesn't really matter. But it's basically about Mara Jade, and this is the first level in the game. It's kind of different in the actual mod, because when I played the mission, it was actually more of a cliff and orange planet, but in the mod it's kind of a more colorful green, but still has that red canyon colors. It's super cool. It has 2 custom heroes, Pick and Kyle Katarn, which are both, like, Kyle's the main character, but Pick is a Dark Jedi in Dark Forces 2. I would have liked to see Mara Jade in it, but it's fine. And then again, it's so much more immersive than other maps, because it has those New Republic officers. It has custom Jedi Academy hoarded things, or like objects and props. And once again, it has like just the charm of being a map from a different game converted into Battlefront 2. And so Alter 5 New Republic base takes the 3rd spot. Alright, taking the number 2 spot is Terrace Undercity. This is the oldest map on the list. It is from like 2008 or 2009. Definitely before the conversion pack was created because it's in the mod. And it's super cool and actually immersive for the time it was made, because you wouldn't have a bunch of released assets they can use and they didn't know how to port stuff into different games. So they had to make all their own assets, and it was super cool because it used so many unique assets from actually in the game and just retextured it and used it. So it is from KOTOR, it has the conversion pack compatibility, and Darth Abandon and Bastila are the heroes, which is also really cool. It has the KOTOR era, along with the other eras that are also modified with the conversion pack. And it's another dark map that is used well. It's not too dark when you can't see anything, but it's dark enough that it adds immersion and suspense. And then another thing is that I don't know why, but everything feels like it hits harder on you. Because if you're watching the gameplay, I think right when I spawned in, I died immediately. Because a Republic trooper sniped me from across the map, and that is just all-out warfare, and it's so cool. So yeah, Terrace Undercity takes the number 2 spot. Alright, and taking the winning spot for the best mod of the year for Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005, I give it to the Rusan Dark Forces 2 map by Red Sun Gamer. This is awesome, this is a great map, and it has everything that you would want in a mod. It has custom units, custom weapons, custom sounds, custom heroes, and again, adds so much immersion and suspense into your gameplay. Like all the mods on this list, it's awesome. But the reason why I think it deserves to be at the top is because it just has custom weapon sounds and it feels so real. It feels like the amount of effort was put into it, like a DICE developer would have been put into it in New Battlefront 2. And it's so cool because this isn't actually a port, it's just a bunch of assets that Red Sun used in-game and like from websites, and then retextured to look almost identical to Rusan from Dark Forces 2. It is so cool and so crazy that he can make a mod like this without actually porting it from Dark Forces 2. It is awesome, and it is, I congratulate him so much for that. And yeah, so that was my top 5 favorite mods of the year. I will be doing this next year for 2022 and then so on. Again, if your mod wasn't on here that I played this year, I want to let you guys know that I did consider every mod that I played this year good. They were all amazing, and I liked all of them. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more. Take care.